We knew that the drought had been going on for a while, and we were more than capable of winning today. I thought Daria came out and beat a quality play. She's been playing great all through the week, and I thought as well Dolgopolov's been playing some great tennis, and I knew that I had to play some pretty high level to beat him. And I thought we played some really, really good tennis today, and it obviously feels really, really good to have won.
The smiles on your faces were incredible, but the smiles on the family and the bonds has been really celebrating. What do you think? It's just an amazing atmosphere out there.
Oh, honestly, I think they were all happy. When I won, I looked at the box and they were all jumping from their seats. It was just an amazing feeling. And obviously, I didn't look at anyone when Nick won because I was jumping out of my seat, but it was just an amazing feeling.
How does this race as a career highlight for you?
Obviously, it's the biggest event I've ever won, and just representing Australia for the first time and winning this title straight away is amazing. And since I was a little kid, I always watched Hopman Cup, and yeah, it's a dream come true.
Dedicated to Daria, he was a lovely coach here, and obviously close to something obviously you know. It's awesome tennis.
Yeah, definitely. He was a good mate of mine actually. I wasn't extremely close with him, but I know a lot of people that were, and obviously, I spent a lot of time with him on tour as well. I'm really good friends with James Ward, and obviously he was a really coach of James. So it's definitely a sad time, but yeah.
What does it mean to you, Nick, to win the Hopman Cup? You said last night you've always been quite comfortable in the team environment. You played Davis Cup, now you've won the Hopman Cup.
Yeah, it means a lot. Obviously, it's my first real title to have won as well, and I think it's a perfect way to start off the year. Obviously, I haven't lost a match yet, so I'm riding a lot of confidence going into the Aussie summer, and I'm just really happy. It was a lot of hard work, obviously, playing 4 tough opponents, and I was doing a lot of work off the court as well. So it's a really good reward.
And what about for both of you to do it together and be able to share this with each other?
Yeah, I think it's pretty special. I've known Daria since she was, a young one, and we played juniors together. And I definitely feel like I'm the older one.
No, I'm the older one.
But yeah, I've known Daria for a long time, so it's pretty special. I remember when playing French juniors. I'm pretty sure I shared a room with her one time. It was kind of weird. But yeah, we go back a long way, so it's pretty special.
And at what age did you first meet?
I would have been maybe 14.
15,
15,
yeah, I would have been 15. Honestly, it means everything. I was so nervous playing my first match, and I was as nervous playing second match. And yeah, it just means so much. And I'm just really happy. And I still can't believe that we actually won it.
Did you guys, you probably haven't had a moment to think about how you're going to celebrate this, but
I'm actually going to go out and set a court now and hit some more balls. So that's my celebration. I don't know what Daria's going to be up to though.
So just for the Australian summer, as you said, you had 4 matches. Next week they've got to play Monday night. Where do you feel that your game is at? Are you going to do it sharpening, or are you feeling close?
My game can always get better. There's always, things that I need to improve on. I thought my serving throughout the week has been pretty vital to how, the outcomes sort of come along. So, I'm going to go practice, and you can never be too ready. I feel for a Grand Slam, you can feel fresh. Personally, I feel I need to feel fresh going into it, so I'm not going to do too much. But I'm still, probably thinking that I got to do a lot more work. I'm just obviously nervous. I'm excited. I don't really know how much or how little to do. I'm just going to get out there and practice a bit more.
You beat Andy Murray the other night. Does it feel like you can beat anyone now? Do you have that confidence that no matter who it is, you can get up?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like I've had that sort of mindset for a long, long time now. I feel as if I play my best tennis on big stages, and if I'm serving well and playing the right game style, I think I've got a good chance.
Yeah, I think I'm playing pretty well. Obviously, I played very good today, and even last night I thought it was a really good match, high quality. So I think my game is where I actually want it to be. So I'm ready. Yeah.
You've spent a lot of time in Australia for the last 2 years. Does this increase your level of Aussiness? And
Well, obviously, yeah, I just want something as an Australian and for Australia as well, so it means a lot.
Having two Australian teams here this week with Leighton and Yamila here also, is that making a big difference in terms of bouncing off ideas and just having another Australian team in town?
I don't really understand the question.
Having two Australian teams at the Hopman Cup for the first time, good for you guys sort of.
Well, it just increases the chance of winning it.
Yeah, obviously that, but I think it's more for Leighton. Obviously, he's given so much to Aussies, supporting and so much in the sport. I think the least we can do was put a team in for him, and I think he delivered. He played some unbelievable tennis. The crowd loved seeing it. It was vintage. It was fighting for every point. It was the typical Leighton everyone loves to see. So I think it was just a glimpse of what he's just going to leave when his career's done.
On the TV a few days ago, they showed a couple of your tattoos. Are they new ones on your hand?
Yeah, I don't really want to talk about it.
We are looking to have Bernie on this one. Obviously, they were match today. I'm not sure if you saw it.
Yeah, I don't really need to watch Bernie. I know whenever he plays, he's going to be a tough competitor. For me, he's one of the most talented players on the tour, and he's only working harder and he's only getting smarter. So I think in the next couple of months, his game's going to go to a new level. I think he's going to go top 10, potentially. I think he's got the game. So.
Just curious about your goals, man.
Yeah.
Is that an almost sign for your opponents coming up? You've just won a trophy and no doubt there?
Not really. I'm just going to hit balls. It's my job. It's my life.
Thank you.